Good afternoon and good afternoon everyone. Today we are going to have a presentation with me, Adia Fazuri, and I will explain about Guardian of Gaia, Biodiversity and our planet's future. The tapestry of life. One, it's the incredible variety of life from species to ecosystem, forming a complex web crucial for our planet's health and resilience. Two, biodiversity underpins stable ecosystem, providing essential resources and services, including clean air, water, and food security. Three, advances ecosystem ensure that there is balance among the various species and also helps in maintaining their overall well-being. Four, it provides resilience to the ecosystem as a whole and ensure that the ecological balance is maintained properly. This also provides resources. Five, recognizing the decline of biodiversity highlights the urgent need to understand its significance and actively engage in conversation efforts. Ecosystem stability deserves the net. One diverse ecosystem exhibit greater resilience against disturbances such as climate change, disease, outbreak, and habitat destruction. Two, a forest with diverse tree species can resist threats and disease more effectively compared to a monocular nature plantation. Three, this natural disaster can cause great harm to ecosystem as a whole. However, a diverse ecosystem can withstand such impacts. Fourth, climate change can use destruction to a very large extent. However, if the ecosystem is stable enough, we can withstand it. Five, ensuring resilience is important to ensure that the future is sustainable. It will also help us preserve the nature. Food security, nature's pantry. One variety of agricultural crops and livestock ensures balance, human diets and resilience giant environmental resources. Two, genetic diversity with species enables breeding programs to improve resistance to diseases and environmental stress. Three, staple foods like rice and maize have benefited from genetic variety helping farmers adapt to changing climate conditions. Fourth, the diet needs to balance of what it ensures the overall well-being of the human body. Three, four, biodiversity is important. Five, sustainable farming can also help in reducing the excessive destruction that the ecosystem and the environment faces as a whole. Culture, recreation, and well-being. One, many communities derive cultural identify and practice from local flora and fauna, enriching their heritage and traditions. Two, biodiverse ecosystem offer recreational opportunities like hiking and bird watching, which can provide economic benefit. Three, biodiversity enhances mental well-being, offering spaces for collection, reflection, and connection with nature. Four, it's important to provide economic benefit and enhance the overall well-being of the people along with boosting the environment. Five, sustainable forest needs to be promoted for the better growth, the environmental and the overall well-being of the people. Threats of the horizon. One, habitat destruction driven by urbanization, agriculture, and deforestation is leading cause of species extinction worldwide. To conversion of forest into agricultural will replaces animal and plant species, fragmenting ecosystem and reducing biodiversity. The agriculture also impacts the environment to a very large extent. It is important to find a sustainable means and method for agriculture. For the extinction can cause a great impact. There is no way which the species can be brought back to normal until go extinct. But it is important to reduce the footprint that are being impacted on the environmental to ensure that environmental is conserved detail. Fragmentation effect. The ecosystem have been increasingly fragmented with time. It has made increasingly difficult for various species to survive. Agriculture is a factor that has made it difficult for the species to survive and has made them vulnerable for long. Urbanization is also one of the very many reasons that is impacting the planet and has led to the extinction of many species. For we need to find several mitigation measures that can help with reducing the environmental as a whole and making it sustainable. While ecosystem sustainability can be ensured be very serious and means such as sustainable means of agriculture and agricultural sustainable approach. Composition effect. Various composition effort needs to be implemented in order to conserve the ecosystem so that the ecosystem gets stable to grow as well. Fragmentation needs to be reduced so that various animal species do not get extinct and they can survive with more areas and can be blended. The government and NGO support is necessary to ensure that conservation happens. It is important to get funds to conserve the species. For hunting needs to be reduced to a minimum so that the animal species that have been hunted for a long time can now get to live at peace. 5. A sustainable way of living ensures that species are not poached and the forest areas are not degraded and there is minimum urbanization. Human activities. With increasing urbanization, the species are dying to a large extent because of the destruction that humans cause in the forest areas. The agricultural sector has also been impacting the environment as a whole because of the pesticides and other way of doing it. Global warming is also a major factor that has impacted the environment to a very large extent. It is important to sustain and reduce impact. There are a lot of species that have become extinct because of various human activities, and this can be saved only if we take efforts. The carbon emission needs to be reduced so that the environment does not keep getting heated up and get a better change for systems. What we can do, we need to be very careful with our individual footprint and need to ensure that we don't create a negative impact on the environment. True sustainable living is very important for ensuring the ecosystem balance not gets destroyed and the overall balance and sustainable is maintained. 3. Sustainable agriculture is important to ensure that pesticides and carbon emissions are reduced totally and that the world can thrive. We need to ensure that everyone from us the habit of sustainable living and does not cause the earth of environment to degrade. We should try to make the ecosystem balance for it to create a healthy environment and needs to be sustainable in the long run without issues. Thank you for your time and attention. Okay guys, that's all for material I can share. Now we will continue the Q&A session. I would like to invite 3 friends who want to ask a question about the topic we just discussed. Please feel free to ask. Do you speak? Thank you for your question, Miss P. Now let's continue with Zania's question.
My question is, how does biodiversity contribute to climate security? Okay. I want to ask a question. What are some major human activities that threaten the biodiversity?
Thank you to all my friends who have accepted question. Now I will try to answer the question from USP. What role does biodiversity play in maintaining ecosystem stability? Biodiversity ensures the creator of resilience in ecosystem against disturbance like climate change, disease outbreak, and habitat destruction by maintaining balance among various species. You see, that's my answer. Can you understand the answer I have given? Now I will try to answer the question for Zanina. How does biodiversity contribute to human food security? Biodiversity provides a variety of agricultural crops and livestock, ensuring balance, diets, and resilience against environmental pressure, and helps breeding programs improve resistance to diseases. Okay, Zanina, that's my answer. Can you understand the answer I have given?
Yes, I understand my answer.
Now I will try to answer the question from Aura, which is about what are some major human activities that threaten biodiversity? Major human activities threatening biodiversity include urbanization, deforestation, waste in natural agriculture, and carbon emission leading to global warming. Okay, Aura, that's my answer. Can you understand the answer I have given?
Okay, thank you for the answer.
Thank you very much to all of you who have asked and listened carefully to today's presentation. I hope what I shared today can be useful and get interest of knowledge about biodiversity system. If there were mistakes or shortcomings during my presentation, I truly apologize. Finally, I will close this presentation. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.